Hi everyone, Carmela Nova, your divorce architect. I'm coming to you late one night. I have just come back from a meeting of experienced family law practitioners and judges, and the discussion in our meeting centered on the recent significant changes to the custody statute in New Jersey that was enacted in January of 2026. It was as a result of a bill introduced in May of 2025. There was some significant testimony from members of the family bar before this legislation was passed in opposition to this legislation. It looks like a couple of the biggest changes are that when a child is mature enough to express a preference about custody and parenting time, there seems to be more emphasis on preference of the child, or listening to preference of the child and taking that into account. That particular factor, which existed before but now has been put more front and center by this new law, is one of the big changes. The other is this law really places some limitations on the therapies that the judges can order in these cases. Some pretty significant changes. It comes into question as to whether reunification therapy can be ordered. The statute was enacted pretty quickly. There's a lot of discussion about what the statute means, how it's going to be interpreted, what the procedures are, and whether this is actually good for New Jersey families. I have been involved in reunification cases, and reunification therapy has been critical in some of those cases in order to repair whatever has gone on in the relationship between the child and the parent. And I think these changes are going to be quite alarming to parents who believe that they've been or are being alienated by their children, and how they can address that in the courts appropriately with, appropriate therapy to address what's been going on with the child. So those are some of the changes and some of the news coming out regarding the recent custody law changes.